Anyway, shut up for a second! Good evening, and welcome to Totally Not Fake News Media. I'm your host, Mino Lai. In breaking news today, former Soviet Union leader Mikhail Bob. Anyway, Bob died today at the age of 91, which, ironically, was actually the same year the Soviet Union collapsed. That's numerology for you. Anyway, shut up for a second! In other news, US resident Joe Brandon, seen here snipping an underage girl, again, still doesn't seem to know where he is. His wife Jill was actually asked to comment on his current rate of mental decline, however, she refused to comment as she was on her way to breakfast. She sure loves those tacos.
The diversity of this community, as distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, as beautiful as the blossoms of Miami, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
Also, in other news, Speaker of the House, Nancy Snake Lady, was recently threatened to have her plane shot down after her planned visit to the totally not Chinese territory of Taiwan. When asked to comment on the Chinese Communist Party's threat to the old old lady, rightful US President Donald Trump responded simply by saying,
"How much do they hate Nancy Pelosi? Nancy, you're not supposed to get set up. You're representing our country." Crazy Nancy. Highly overrated person. Let me just say, she is a highly overrated person. They give her such good play. She is a highly overrated person. Look, they just turned off a camera because they don't want me saying that.
Now some news from our social justice segment. Totally not nutcase activists within the trans community recently voted unanimously to add 2 new stripes to the pride flag. They voted early last week to add yellow and blue stripes as a way to sort of support the current thing, which just so happens to be Ukraine. At least for now, anyway. When the activists were actually asked why on God's green earth would they add the Ukrainian colours, given the fact that Ukraine actually bans gay marriage in their official constitution for their country, the activists simply replied by saying, We attempted to get a comment from one of the less rabid members of their cult, highly respected community. They/them said,
"Noticing the facts is inherently transphobic, and it's a microaggression. So in the future, can you please acknowledge that whiteness is a privilege, and the minorities are so helpless without us white folk? Oh yeah, I would also like to promote anti-racism. We have to say no to racism anywhere we see it. Those dirty whiteys, they're so racist. They're like a disease, only whiter."
When pressed on the fact that anti-racist rhetoric is actually directly in line with KKK rhetoric, they responded with, classy to the last. Anyway, folks, shut up for a second, and please stay tuned for future updates.